Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another Zenless Zone 0 video. Now, let's talk about the upcoming characters in version 1.1, which I'm sure you guys are looking forward to pulling as well, right? So if you guys are deciding between Qingyi or Jendo, so both are very cool looking characters. If you are looking for a male character, sadly, there is no male character except for the 4-star. Alright, if you're looking for the 4-star, Seth is going to be the male character. He's the only one available in the new version 1.1. Now, if you want to pull for Seth and if you're a dude lover, you're into dudes and stuff, right? You gotta wait for Jendo's banner because that's where Seth is appearing with. And with Qingyi, she's gonna be in the first half with both Billy and Corinne. Now, this is going to be very important, I think, as especially if you are free to play. Hopefully I'll be able to give you guys a bit of perspective going into this, right? In terms of like which characters I think are going to be better overall. Now, first up, Qingyi is an electric stun character. Now, I don't really like it when developers do this because if you guys are not aware, everyone here probably already have an electric stunner, and that is going to be NB. She's free, she's easily accessible, everyone have her, she's an electric stun character. So similar role, similar element as well. So if it's an electric DPS, then sure, I can see that being the case. And right now, I think the electric element is missing a DPS character, right? Unless you plan to run Anton. Alright, he's a decent character. I haven't built my Anton actually, but a lot of people have told me that he's very strong. But I think NB is someone that most players probably build. I doubt none of you guys here did not build NB because she's just a very strong. I think she's just a very solid overall, you know, like plus to your team. You not only get NB for free, you also pretty much get her exclusive light cone here, which is free, right? This is going to be a stun one. And I do think this is also going to be something that players have to take into equation or into consideration, especially if you're pulling for any of these characters. Like, what about the light cone options, right? Are they going to be like, are they like available once they are good? Wait. Damn, I didn't know I have a few of these laying around. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I should probably just like combine them together. But as you can see, I got the, I think everybody has this Demara Battery Mark II for the stun character. Increase electric damage by 15% when the equiper hits an enemy with a dodge counter or assist attack. Their energy generation rate increases by 18% for 8 seconds. I feel like you could probably use this on Qingyi as well, right? If you don't want to pull for her weapon, since everybody already get this. But I do think that this is going to be much more suitable for NB overall. But again, their roles, like I mentioned, are really similar. Now, here's the truth about Qingyi, right? If you guys haven't seen the gameplay yet, she seems like a very fast-paced character overall. Will she be able to be a, you know, can she be used in terms of like a DPS character? You can see like she's basically constantly spamming on the floor with that electric charge thing, and that is going to be her playstyle. It feels like she's very spammy. You're going to constantly be clicking around, and it does seem like she's very good in an AoE condition. Now, being a stunner though, her job is not really to do damage generally. Her job is just to build stun, right? And then the build to daze bar. Every time you fight an enemy, you ideally want to like be able to stun them, build the daze bar for the enemy, and then swap to your DPS and then, you know, go in from there. So I'm not sure what is the plan here. If you pull for Qingyi, are you just going to ditch your NB, right? Basically like for players that actually build NB. So I feel like that's going to be a little bit of a waste. And also building characters from scratch is going to be quite expensive. And right now for the end game, you're going to need 2 teams. So unless you have plenty of resources, I'm not sure if that's going to be something that's advisable. Like for me personally, I do already have NB built. I don't really see the value in getting one more electric character that is literally the same role. If Qingyi was a DPS character on an attack type, that would make so much sense, right? But right now, also I did obtain, what's her name? Rina as well. Alright, so Rina is a support. She's an electric support. And if you guys have Grace, she's also going to help you a little bit. Grace is an electric anomaly, right? So these are the characters that can, I guess Grace could be used as a DPS in a way. I've seen players use her that way. But your electric team right now, I think the one that's lacking is going to be damage dealer. Unless you plan to run Anton. Anton is pretty good, right? I've heard a lot of good things about Anton. I did use her, what did I say her? I did use him in the beta a little bit, but I'm not really into male characters generally, right? I don't really build male characters, but maybe in the future we'll see how it goes. For now, I'll just focus on, you know, my favorites for now. I do have Elanjo and Julian already. So yeah, second half. Let's talk about the second half character, in this case, Jendo. Now, personally, I find Jendo much more interesting, right? Not only are you getting her, there's a new character right here, Seth. Now, Seth and NB is also right here, right? If you're looking to power up your NB, again, like I mentioned, everyone already probably most likely has an NB build. Now, if you do have an NB build, getting more copies of her is going to push this in a way that's like extremely beneficial. Now, if you look at Seth, Seth is apparently going to be a defense character, right? So you can see Peacekeeper Specialized. You also have a chance to get their A rank W engine if you're pulling for the W engine. Apparently, he is going to be another defender alongside with, okay, let me see if I can pull it up. Alongside with, what's the name? Ben Bigger. So right here you can see, he does have a very interesting playstyle, right? He has the ability to modify his baton into a sword. Now the problem is, I don't really see the need of having a tank or a defender, right? Now Ben Bigger, I understand, because he can sort of like, you know, take hits for you, and being extremely tanky is kind of extremely helpful. But this guy, he looks like he has a lot of CC going on, right? If you look at that ultimate skill, right? This looks to be his ultimate skill. Now, if you look at this carefully, you can see bam, 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 bam. There's a lot of CC going on. The enemies are being stunned. But let's all be honest, right? While that looks cool, what are the odds that you're going to use, you know, because if you guys are not aware how it works is, you can only use the ultimate of one character out of the 3 that you bring. Are you going to waste it on something like Seth, right? Because most people are probably going to use it on the DPS characters to do more damage. That's just how it is generally, right? But it does look cool generally. Also going to be very, very interesting, and it's going to be a second defense character. Now, in terms of, let's see. In terms of element, he's also going to be electric type. So electric defender, which I think makes more sense if you're trying to build an electric team compared to pulling Qingyi, which is an electric stunner, right? So because NB exists. So I feel like if you pull for Seth, you can put like a team like Seth, Grace and NB, or even like Seth, Rina and NB, something along those lines. I'm not sure if you're going to be lacking damage or not. Can Rina alone be doing enough damage? I do think that the roles of in this particular game, they don't really mean much, right? Similar to Honkai Star Rail, you can see like some characters are going to do more damage more than other roles. So this is going to be something that I would say is going to be the case as well in this particular game, most likely. So Jendo is going to be the interesting one. She is going to be the physical anomaly character. Now Jendo is a very, very strong, interesting contender in the space of physical characters. Now, physical, we do have a lot of options for physical characters, right? Before we talk about her strength overall. So right now, everybody should at least have, I guess not everybody has her, but Nekomata is a physical DPS, right? She's an attack type. And then we also have, what's her name? Corinne. Everybody has Corinne. Now, I think Nekomata is by far a better attack character than Corinne. So if you have Nekomata, there's no need for you to build Corinne, right? But I think for a physical DPS, Nekomata is really, really strong. And it does feel like physical is overpowered in this game because of how the elements work. Like every single character, if you guys are not aware, they will always do, for example, right here, right? For example, the basic attack will always do physical damage, right? Every single character. And then they can also activate their element, depending, like Elanjo can activate ice damage when she uses skill and stuff. But in most cases, a lot of characters' basic attack are going to do physical. So building physical DPS might be actually quite broken if you think about it from that situation or from that context, because you're always going to do physical damage. And obviously, they can balance it out by making some enemies to resist that particular element. But using Nekomata, I feel like she's quite broken. If you have the proper disk drive sets on her, it does bring up more efficiency compared to Elanjo. Like, because if you use Elanjo, right, the thing is, if you're running this particular set where you increase ice damage and 4-piece increase the freeze and shatter stuff, you don't benefit on this on some of your normal attacks, right? So sometimes you are going to do physical, so it's like, it's more like I wouldn't say it's half-half, but it's more like I would say 30-70, right? 30% of your attacks are physical and then 70% of it is going to be ice. Same goes for Zuyuan, same goes for a lot of other characters, but physical doesn't run in that issue. Now Nekomata is a very good physical character, and then we also have Korin, and then we also have Billy, right? I'm not sure how many of you guys built Billy, and of course if you guys did obtain Piper, she is going to be the physical anomaly. Now, this character right here, Jane Doe, competes directly with Piper, alright? So she is also going to be a physical anomaly. So anomaly characters, ideally their role is to try to apply debuffs, alright? So to try to apply debuffs, in this case, try to do the assault thing. And it does seem like she has the ability to stack enemies together in an AoE. And her playstyle seems really, really interesting. If she can stun the enemy constantly and pair with Nekomata, I feel like it's going to be pretty cool. Yup, the ultimate is definitely really, really good. Now the truth is, I don't know why her faction is unknown, but she is going to be a very, very interesting character looking into version 1.1. And I feel like her value is slightly higher, right? Like I mentioned, just because of physical team as a whole. And if you have someone like Nekomata, right? Pulling for Jane Doe makes more sense. I feel like your physical team is complete. You could probably run Jane Doe with Nekomata and then run it with... let's see. The only thing is there's no physical stunner yet. But you probably don't need stunner if you can apply anomaly debuffs. And you can basically use 2 anomaly characters. So you can probably use Piper as well. I heard Piper is very, very strong. Oh, speaking of Piper. If you guys intend to buy Piper, Piper is available in this particular shop for August, the Signal shop. You can basically get 1 copy. Now I'm not aware if you buy this, use it to obtain the agent or unlock the agent's mind skills. Okay, you can get the agent as well, but you can see it's quite expensive, 140. So it's not exactly cheap. I'm not sure if it's worth it or not, because I would rather use it to buy the other things. Oh, I almost forgot about this. Yeah, let's buy this. Alright, this is going to be the 5 here and 5 here as well. So those are the things that are going to be very, very important. And also don't forget to do the event, right? Right now there's also this event running for the, it's called 141 event, is it? You basically just need to submit your stuff. I love the events like this, so you can just submit this thing and then it gives you free polychromes. Like, why not, right? Oh, wait. Today is day 5. So you basically get this item here. Oh, look at that. 1 Bupon. Just like that. Just like that. Very, very interesting. So there's that. So overall, my honest thoughts, I feel like the second one, alright, the Jane Doe banner, has way more value. I do think that this one has way more value just because NB is here and Seth is also here compared to the version, the first half, right? Korin and Billy, it's a bit weird, right? They put 2 attack type characters that are physical here. This is attack physical. Wait, they are both attack physical, right? So I wonder why they go and put 2 same type of characters. So I wonder how many players actually build both Billy and Korin. Yeah, physical attack Billy and physical attack Korean. So I wonder how many players out there actually build both of them, right? But the truth is, I would personally rather build Ben bigger, just for, you know, just so that I am able to push much more of my team forward in the end game. But that's just my honest thoughts, right? I do think that the second one is slightly much more, what do I say? You get more value, right? Definitely as a free-to-play, because NB is here, Seth is also here, so you're gonna future-proof your Lightning team. So if you get these 2 in the future, you just get 1 more Lightning DPS, right? I don't know who is going to be the next version 1.2 characters, but and also Jane Doe is here, right? So for me, I'm definitely going to be going in on the Jane Doe banner, and I'll skip Qingyi. That seems to be most likely the case for now, alright? Unless there's something interesting come up later that Qingyi can do something broken or she's like a must-have or something. But I highly doubt it. She's a stun character, so what are we talking about? Plus, Jane is hotter. But hey, that's just my honest thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, don't forget to do all the relevant stuff. Have a nice day. Goodbye.